Alrighty guys, here's the deck that I run. It's not exactly a deck that has one standard theme. If I were to give it one, I'd say maybe a mix of Spellcaster and Fiend with some extras thrown in of every type. So, here you go. I've got a Gazelle, King Mythical Beasts, Mystical Elf. Those come a lot of use. Very useful. Alien Shot Trooper, Dark Magician, Sonic Duck. That's just a filler card. I use it to summon another one of my cards. Whiptail Crow, Silver Fang. I got 2 V-Tiger Jets for union with W-Wing Catapult. Got a Warrior Digrapher. Renegade, Gatekeeper of Dark World, he's useful. Chaos Necromancer, now this is useful. Put that into play close to the end of the match, and he gains 300, it has 0 attack and defense, but it gains 300 for every monster in your graveyard. So if you're the type that tributes for high level monsters, you want one of those in your deck. Amoeba, the only reason I have that is for its effect. If I have that face up on the field, control passes over to my opponent, I can use its effect to take 2,000 points off of their life points. Very useful. Regenerating Mummy. When it's sent to the graveyard by a card effect, it just gets pulled right back to your hand. Tragodia. Very useful. Take battle damage, out it comes from your hand, not the deck, unfortunately. Gain 600 for every card in your hand. Destiny Hero Defender. I probably would never play this card. I don't know why it's in there. My brother just beefed it up the other day, and I need to find something to replace that. But it has decent defense, but its effect is that your opponent has to draw 1 card every turn. Okay. Big Eye, very useful. Flip, and you can see the top 5 cards on your deck and rearrange them in any way you want, and then put them right back on top. Card Guard takes 2 shots to kill it. It's okay. Vampire Lord, one of the only 2 that I have to tribute for. He has a useful effect, but I'd be careful about using it once he takes battle damage. Declare 1 card type, and that your opponent has to go through their deck and find a card of that type, like spell, trap, monster, and send it to their graveyard. Of course, I never say monster. Never. I usually say spell or trap, but he's useful. There's the 2 W-Wing Catapults. Nano Breaker. Now this card I like. If it attacks a face-up level 3 or lower monster, gone. Poof. So say you got somebody with I don't know, I'll just give you an example. A dark and Fiend deck. Say somebody's got 4 Fiends on the field and they pull out Goblin King. It's 4,000 attack. Pull this sucker out, gone. Yeah, it's only got 1,600 attack and 18 defense, but the effect puts it right out. Tengapi Shien, filler card to summon another one. Same with Rallis and Lady Assailant. Hello, you're not supposed to be there. Oh, I have 3. Oops, didn't know that. Gravitic Orb, it's okay. I don't normally use it. Now, these are the cards that I love. So you've got, unfortunately, I need an Eria the Water Charmer. I have Win the Wind Charmer. But then you have its counterpart, Familiar Possessed, Win. Okay, so I need to tribute from my side of the field, a Wind the Wind Charmer and another wind monster. So, hence the reason I have Rallis the Starbird and Sonic Duck to pull out these. And Familiar Possessed has 1850 attack and 1500 defense. When it's special summoned in that way, by attributing those two cards, you can just normal summon it if you want, but to make it really good, you need to actually special summon. If you attack a defense position monster, the difference is used as battle damage. Same with Hida and Asa. Unfortunately, I have Familiar Possessed Eria, but not an Eria the Water Charmer. For traps, I've got Just Desserts. You should know what that is. Spiritual Earth Art Kurogane. This is useful. Say, Asa. Familiar Possessed. Oh no, not Familiar Possessed. The Earth Charmer. Say it's been sent to my graveyard. I can tribute one level 4 or lower Earth monster from my side of the field to special summon it back. So that's useful. Threatening Roar, your opponent just can't declare an attack. Divine Wrath. This is beyond useful. So I was going against my brother the other day, and he pulls out Arcana Knight Joker. I'm like, okay, I activate a Spellbinding Circle, but Arcana Knight Joker's effect is that you can tribute a card of the same type. So say I activated Divine Wrath, he can discard a trap card to get rid of it. But Divine Wrath's effect is I discard one card from my hand, destroys the monster, and negates its activation. Very, very useful. Spellbinding Circle, you're an idiot if you don't know what that does. No offense. Dark Scheme, useful. Your opponent can discard one card to negate the effect. Otherwise, we both discard 2 and then draw 2. Just to break, very useful. I haven't had a chance to use it, but it'd be useful against, like, say your opponent's got. I'll just keep using my brother. He's got Blackluster Soldier, Envoy at the beginning, and Magician of Black Chaos. He pulls those suckers out, attacks. I activate this, destroys all face-up attack positions except for normal monsters. So, bye-bye. Trap Hole, Skull Dice. I love this card. I'm sure most of you know what it is. I roll die. The number on the die that you roll is multiplied by 100, and then subtract it from the attack and defense of monsters in your opponent's control until the end of the turn. Useful. I combine that with 7 completed ones to take down, what was it? And Slot Machine too, which isn't very good. I took it out. I used to have it in here, but I took it out along with 7 completed, although I might put that back in. But say your opponent's got a Blue Eyes and you have a Dark Magician. I've got another interesting way to destroy a Dark Magician. Not specifically a Dark Magician, but it's an example. But anyway, you roll the die. Say you only get, I don't know, 3. Pull out, let me find it. Boom. Graceful Dice. Does the same thing except it's added to your monster. Added to your monster's attack and defense. Love this card. Sakuretsu Armor. Oh, that's so useful. So, your opponent attacks. Activate it. Bye-bye. No more attacking monster. The Transmigration Prophecy. I know it's banned, but still, it's useful. I don't do the tournaments, but that's target 2 cards in the graveyard, shuffle them into the decks. Damage translation. That's useful, but I've never used it. Probably won't. A Yugioh Drakmord. I love this card. So you equip it to your opponent's monster. When it's equipped, it cannot attack. 2 turns later, 2 of your opponent's turns later, it's destroyed. Then this comes back to my hand. Used it on, what did I use it on? Magician of Black Chaos. Oh, he was pissed. Chthonian Alliance. That's useful. I was in a tight situation, and all I had on was a Dark Magician, and my opponent had, what did he have? He had a Dark Magician, and he had I think he had Magician of Black Chaos, too. Unless it was Blackluster Soldier, but whatever. So, I pulled this out. Increases the attack of the monster you equip it with by 800 points for each other monster face up with the same name. +25 +8 is 3,300. Very useful. Fissure, self-explanatory. Creature seizure. It's okay. Card destruction. Rush Recklessy, add 700 till the end of the turn. Attack. Change of heart. Reload. Lightning Vortex. Okay, sorry. Okay, Lightning Vortex is, I discard 1 card. Destroy all face-up monsters my opponent controls. Got rid of Envoy the End, Blackluster Soldier that way. He was pissed. Pot of Greed, yeah, banned, but along with Graceful Charity, but still, like I said earlier, whatever. Swords, Graceful Dice, and Double Summon. So let me know what you think of it. Tell me if I could actually do anything in a tournament, because I'm curious. I have no extra deck, though I do have somewhat of a side deck, even though it has too many cards. The Gift of Greed I am never going to use, so that's why I took it out. But it's your opponent draws 2 cards. Why they do that, no clue. Dark Energy, Yami, Shining Abyss, and Silver Bow and Arrow. That's the only reason I have that. Terraforming was for Yami before I got rid of it. Dark World Lightning, I might put that back in. 7 completed. Twin Swords of Flashing Light Trice. Very useful. So I have to send a card from my hand to the graveyard to activate it. But a monster equipped with it decreases its attack by 500. Get a powerful enough monster and it won't really matter. So you've got Arcana Knight Joker out there. That's 33. And it can attack twice during the same battle phase. Very useful. I've got a Chaos Sorcerer, Hero Clayman, Neo, Saber Beetle, Familiar Possessed Area. Like I said, I need an Eria the Water Charmer. And a couple of water monsters, only have 1. Belial, Ruby Kaiser, Slot Machine, Wisdom Mercury, never use it, and I need to find a place in my deck for that, for Spiritual Fire Kurenai, which is the same thing as Kurogane, but it's fire. So thank you all much for watching. Leave a response, constructive criticism, please. So thank you all. Have a great day.